All right, everybody, it's Team Black Star. It is an African American and an African. We're getting together and we're going to talk about all things Africa and African American. Got a good topic for you today. It's a time for our ancestors to come save us. It's a time for Mother Africa to intervene here in America on behalf of African Americans. After all, we are descendants of our ancestors who hail from Africa. We'll talk about it here on Team Black Star. Let it rip, Dane. It is Team Black Star. I am the co-host. I am the Black Knight, aka Gangster Simp, aka Maximum Black. What's going on, everybody? We're here with the Thunder Princess, the host of the show, and she is hailing all the way from Ghana, Africa. And we're going to get knee deep into a big time discussion about Africa and African America. All right. So, thanks everybody for supporting the show. We got plans for this show, so we're going to keep hammering away at it. All right. We're trying to bridge a gap between Africa and African Americans. All right. So, without further ado, let me introduce the one and the only, the Supergirl, the super black woman, the original woman, the mother of all civilization. It is the Thunder Princess, Ebony Beko. Abby!
Hey, hey, hi everyone.
What's going on, sweetheart?
Oh,
Uh,
everything good.
how is Joseph?
Joseph is good.
Okay. Tell Joe was tell Joe he can't do any cameos today, okay? All right, so anyway,
Okay.
so how's it going on in Ghana? It's the raining season over there in Africa, is it not?
Yes, it is.
It's been raining off and
It's
on
a
over
rainy
here too.
season. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, but it's a rainy season in Africa. We have only 2 seasons.
Okay. All right. Before we get the show started, just make sure our sound is good. Make sure we can hear each other. Testing one, two, three. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can
Okay.
hear you.
All right. There's a little bit of a delay when you respond. Make sure you respond quickly, okay? Because it sounds like there's some kind of delay. Are you distracted?
I'm not distracted. Maybe, okay, let me go out and come in again. It might be
Okay.
maybe network.
All right. And while she's doing that, behind the scenes, the super producer of the shows. So y'all don't understand the Dame Frankie, man. She wears a couple of hats over here at the East Star Network. She is the partner of the whole thing. She's also a producer. She produced pretty much all the shows, and she stars on her own show, and she helps me out on the other shows. So let's bring her in real quick and say hello to her. But she'll drop back behind the scenes and control the show while me and Abby get to discussing things. Dame, how you doing?
All right. I'm good.
Okay, ready to keep the show on crack? The show on track today.
Yeah. Mhm.
Why has everybody got a delay? Why y'all taking so long to respond? Is it just me, or
Uh I don't know.
sounds like y'all taking so low to?
Okay, well, I
Hello.
don't know what's going on. Okay, hold on a
Okay.
second. Here
Let me
we
know.
go. Abby,
Okay, let me see if
Abana.
she's back.
I'm back.
Okay, you're back.
Yes, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Sorry
Okay.
for everyone.
All right, everybody. Okay. All right, then get and fall back. All right, everybody, we getting ready to start the show. All right, you seen the title. The title is Should Africa Save African America? Now, Abby, over here, a lot of black people believe that when our ancestors came over here during slavery,
Mhm.
that we were stripped of our culture, we were stripped of our language, we were stripped of knowledge of self. Okay? So in the meantime,
Okay.
we've built a culture over here in America. And let me ask you a question. You've been observing Black America from Africa. You've been watching, you've been listening, you've been checking things out. You've seen our culture. In your opinion,
Right.
how close is our culture to our ancestry culture that was taken away from us? Is it close? Is it far away? Is it similar? How does our culture, the one that we built here in America, measure up to the culture of our ancestors?
Okay. From my notice and from what I've seen, what I've heard, Black Americans culture is different and from the ancestors culture that we have here. It's very big different.
Hmm. Okay, so tell me some of these
And I
differences.
wish
Uh huh.
some of the differences between makes it some of the differences that makes it different is that how the ancestors been treating the women, and they obey and respect their women, and they care and protect their children. Black Americans men are not doing that.
Mm. So you see a huge difference between the way the Black American men treat their women and children versus the way the ancestors treat their women and children. Hello? Are we still hot?
Because the way hello.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know whether you can hear me or not. If
Yes, I
somebody
can hear
can
you.
hear me, just oh,
Can
okay.
you hear me?
It's I can hear you very well.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. For the examples that I give, the ancestors take care and they protect their children and not being killed, like the way we have in Black Americans being killed by themselves, kill their own children, and they don't obey their women. Ancestors does not do that. We obey and we care.
Okay, so let me jump in there real quick. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. I don't think she can hear me. Dang.
I can hear you very well.
Okay. All right, listen. Okay, so you said something interesting. You say the ancestral men, they obey the women. Is that what you said?
Right, right. That is what I said.
Okay, so some of the guys over here will call that a matriarchy. You know, a matriarchy is a society where women rule. Okay, and so a lot of sellout black men tend to cop out to a matriarchy. Now, you say your ancestral men obeyed the women. Now, did that stop them from being men? Did it stop them from doing the things that they were supposed to do as men?
No, it never stops the man supposed to be the man. The ancestors obey their women because they know the women are queen, and
Uh huh.
it doesn't stop them. When you obey a woman, whenever the woman have some kind of ideas, she can share with you. She can bring her mind, and then you can protect your own family. But when you doesn't obey, like for example, like the way Black Americans doesn't obey their women, that is why we have a lot of women, and they say the men says because women have been taking control, women have been taking our position. Which position? They have not taken anything from you because she doesn't obey them.
Hmm. Very interesting concept. So, one of the reasons why there's a demise of black men here in America is because they refuse to obey black women.
Right.
Interesting. So the culture is starting to sound like it's getting further and further away from the original ancestral culture because most black men here, far and away, do not obey black women. Now, they don't see it as a detriment. They don't see it as a situation where they're getting themselves in trouble by not obeying their women. They feel if they obey their women, then they're bowing down to their women and their women are ruling over them. And then they call it a matriarchy. But you're saying that's not what it is. You're saying that it's not only healthy for a man to obey the woman, but it's pretty much the right thing to do. And it helps out the society in whole, right?
Right, exactly. That is what I said.
Okay, it's taking you a long time to respond. Are you getting a delay from me?
Yeah, because when you obey your women,
Uh-huh.
no, I think it might be my network because we are in the rainy season. So it is.
Hmm. Okay. So, get it. Continue. You said when
Yeah,
you obey your women. Go ahead.
yeah, okay. You see, one thing that I've learned from the ancestors that the way the men obey their women and the way they treat their women and the way they care, it makes some kind of love between the ancestors men and the women being closer. But when it
Hmm.
comes to black American men and the women, we have a big open way in between a black American men and the women because there's no
Hmm.
obey and there's no responsibilities in between the men and the women.
Hmm.
So we have a whole lot of bunch of black American men who are blaming the women for everything.
Now, the ancestral men, right? Do they blame?
Right.
Did they blame the women in the villages for the villages being messed up, or did the ancestral men build the villages and maintain the villages? Tell me how different is the ancestral black man, African black man. All right, how different is he from the American black man? Is the American black man even close to his ancestral grandfather or his ancestral all-father? Is he even close?
Okay. It's not close. The black American man behaviors is not even close to the ancestors men. Because what we used to see in the olden days, the ancestors men, when they come to the villages and they see some of the women or some of the children in the villages where it has not been built, they makes themselves to build that village rather than blaming the
Mm.
women in the village. But here is the case
Hmm.
when we come back to black Americans. Black American men blaming the women for everything while they're supposed to obey, they're supposed to build those villages or those cities that it has been broke down.
Mm. All right, now let me ask you another question, right? Can you hear me?
Because they are not doing their responsibility things. They are not there for their children.
Mm.
I can hear you.
Abby, okay, okay. Let me ask you this. Now, you've heard several times, right? Some of these guys that come on the panel on my show and they talk about submission, right? They want the black woman to submit. Did the ancestors have a problem with the women submitting? Because even though they obeyed the women back then, was there a problem with the woman submitting or being in unit, being in harmony with the man.
No, no, the ancestors doesn't have any problem with it.
Uh-huh. So
Because
tell
the
me
reason
how.
why,
Tell me.
yes, no, the ancestors doesn't
Uh-huh.
have any problem.
Tell me how the ancestral black women were. Were they submissive? Were they submissive to the ancestral men?
Yeah, the women are submit to the men.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
the
why did?
ancestors
Okay,
women.
okay. But why did they submit? Did they submit because the men were doing what men supposed to do, or were the ancestors playing ancestral video games?
Okay, they are submit because the men are doing what they're supposed to do as a man, as a
Hmm.
leader, as a father. So the women are submit to them because the men are doing what they're supposed to do. An example
Hmm.
like a man being a good father,
Hmm.
a man being taking care of his children, a man being protect his children and his wife. So they're being submit to them.
Okay. So you're saying that a man has to put in work as a father, a husband, a teacher, in order for the woman to submit to him. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay, now do you see
Right.
that?
Because
Okay, now do you see that in Black American culture? Do you see the men doing what they're supposed to do, taking care of their children and trying to be good husbands? Do you see that as a problem here in Black America?
that is one problem that I have with Black Americans. I don't
Hmm.
see it that way in Black America. I don't see that Black American men. I don't see them that way.
Mm.
They are not doing what they're supposed to do. They are not there for their wife. They are not there for their children. They are not doing anything. Nothing.
But they still want submission. They're saying that they can't do
And
that. Okay. Hello?
yes, you are not going to
They're saying,
get any
wait a
submission
minute.
if you are not supposed to do what you're supposed to do.
But they're blaming that on the black woman. They're saying that they can't be fathers and they can't be husbands because the black woman won't submit. They're saying that they need submission first, then they can be good fathers, and then they can be good husbands. What do you say?
If you know you can be a good father, why are you not doing it before you get a submission?
Exactly,
If you
exactly.
know you can be a good
Right.
husband, yeah, if you know you can be a
That's
good
it.
husband, you have to do it before you fight for any submission. You cannot
Exactly.
wait
Right.
till you said, okay, I need a submission before I can be a good father or a good husband.
Right. So basically, you say if you could be a good father, then you need to be one. You know what I'm saying? That we need to see that you're a good father
Exactly.
before you get submission. Right. Now, okay, can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I
we
can
lose
hear you
sound.
very well.
Oh, okay, okay. Sorry about that, folks. We're having a little
No,
tough.
no.
It's a little tough. You know, she's in Africa. Okay, so sometimes the network acts up. But okay. So you're saying so far for what you see from Black American men, they're almost nothing like the ancestral men.
Right. What I've seen in Black American men, I see that they are very weak and they have nothing like the way the ancestors are doing their things. The ancestors men are rising up, but Black American men are not. They
Okay,
are
now let me ask you.
falling.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. Okay, some black men over here, right? They call them conscious, and they wear African regalia or African attire or a sartorial African expression. Okay, they may wear kufis, they may wear daishikis, they may wear kente cloths or whatever, right?
Hmm.
And they even wear the kind of garments that the old Egyptians used to wear, right? And so they say because they wear these garments that they represent Africa and that their mind is Afrocentric, right? But yet they still behave in the same manner. Like there is no change in the behavior to back up the clothes that they wear. Do they even understand some of the clothing that they are wearing, in your opinion?
Please, can you said, do we do what when they are wearing the clothes? Please, if you can say it again.
Okay, when they are wearing the African clothes, right? They tend to
Hmm.
call themselves Hotep or Emotep, right? The famous Emotep out of Africa. They say that they are Afrocentric because they wear some of the African garments, some of the African clothes. But their behavior is not that of an African. It's not that of the ancestors. Do you see, because they wear African clothes, do you see a change in their behavior, or they don't even understand the traditional clothes that they wear?
Okay. I don't see it that way that they have some changing of them to be like
Mhm.
an African, but I see them because they think they're wearing the clothes and they don't know the traditional, or they don't know the real thing that they need to do as a ancestor or as an African. They just wearing the
Mhm.
clothes for nothing.
Mhm.
They don't know
Yeah.
anything
Okay.
about the clothing that they are wearing.
So if a black man over here say to you that he greeting you, he say, "Hotep, my sister queen." Is he being African or is he just being fake? What is he even saying? Is that even an African saying, Hotep, sister queen? What is that?
No, I don't even understand. So different language. I'm gonna ask you that questions because I don't know how. This is not how we greet in Africa,
Uh huh.
and this is not how Africans sound. So when you greet that
Well, they
way,
call themselves
I'm assuming, oh, okay.
well, they call themselves Hotep. Hotep.
Okay, they
That's
might
not
be
an
in
African
hotel, but
greeting.
they are not African. That's
Yeah, but
not.
is that some kind of
We
African?
don't have
Oh,
something
okay.
hotel. We don't have
Well, they
anything called
claim that
hotel greeting in Africa.
they claim that they're from Egypt. So they say the Egyptians use Hotep.
Okay,
Are you aware of
okay,
that?
I will not be disagree with them because okay, I will not be disagree with them because one, when you come to Africa, we have a lot of languages over here, and the languages that we speak is different way we greet. We have
Mm-hmm.
86 languages that we speak over here in Africa alone.
Mm-hmm.
Even especially Ghana, we speak 85 languages. So assuming the person is speaking maybe Fanti or Isma or something else, it's different way they greet in Tree, and it's different way they greet in Hausa or Frafra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I might say it. Maybe that's where they said they are from. That's where the Greeks. I cannot disagree with them. I don't know.
I was on the train, right? And two African sisters came on the train, the Amtrak train. And at first they
Okay.
didn't say nothing to me, right? Hello? Can you hear
Mm-hmm.
me?
Yes, I'm here.
At first they didn't say anything to
Yes.
me, right? But I had a couple of bottles of water, so they looked thirsty. So I offered them some water. But they didn't, at first they said, no, thank you. But then when the train broke down, they came, they had to go back to the station, but I stayed on the train. So afterwards, when the train was fixed, they all came back and I still had the water there. They came over to me and actually took the water.
Mm-hmm.
They just took it and said thank you. They didn't even feel strange about
Yeah.
it. It was like they felt comfortable. They felt comfortable. Uh huh.
Yeah, because they know.
And
Yeah, because they know they are with their son who have get missing for so
right,
many
yeah,
years.
like even though I offered them the water earlier and they didn't want it, but they came back later and took it. And they were very comfortable doing it. They came and they sat over with me. They took the water, started drinking it, and they said, "Thank you, my brother." And I was confused. I'm like, well, I thought they didn't want the water earlier. I mean, I was cool with it, right? I mean, I had no problem with it, but it just how they felt so comfortable around me is what shocked me. Like these were two African sisters from Uganda, and they've never seen me before. And I offered them some water, and at first they didn't want it, but later on they felt very comfortable with me, and they had no problem with it. Hello.
Right. Yeah, they don't
What do
have
you
any
what do
problem
you
with it
think?
because
Hmm. Why do you think that happened? Is it because of the fact that I offered it to them in the first place, and they felt like I was being kind? Like, what? Why do you think that happened? That's never happened before. I never
okay,
had anything like that happen before. Like,
uh, right. For me, I think the reason why it happens because they see you being their son. And one thing they know they are the ancestors, so they need to protect you. And whatever you giving something to the ancestors need to accept it without rejecting it.
oh, oh,
So they see you being their son and you are giving water to your great grandfather or your great great grandfather who have
hmm,
lost you for a long time. So that is why they collect the water from you back.
oh, okay, very very cool. Now, let me ask you another thing too, right? We looking in Black America, the brothers. Now you've heard me do a show called Super Swirler, right? You've been on my panels when I did
Mhm, right,
the Super Swirler show. You got a lot of brothers over here who are
right.
super swirling. I mean, they done took swirling to the next level. They are superhero swirlers now. Okay, so now the black man over here don't want to have anything to do with the black woman. Okay, he's swirling everywhere. Did the ancestors now? Is that something that he got from the ancestors? Did the ancestor men did they swirl too? Well, actually, there was no swirling because white people. It depends on how far you go back. There wouldn't even be any white people. Okay, so they couldn't swirl. Okay, but did the ancestral men go with different women?
We don't go with different women. The ancestors men being with their own women.
Hmm. So they
Like to
wasn't
be with
swirling.
their women. No,
Hmm.
they want their black
Okay,
women
so this.
because they
Okay,
know
so
that belongs to them.
all right. So what you're saying then is that this swirling thing did not come from the ancestors. So the Black American men cannot say that this is something that we got from our ancestors. They can't say
Right.
that,
They
right?
cannot say that. They
Okay.
can.
I never had, as a black man, I've been a black man all my life, right? So I don't even know what it's like not to be with a black woman. Like I don't even know how to think like that. I don't even understand these guys thinking like, how do you want a white woman? How does that even happen? And then like to me, I've only been with black women. I only want to be with black women. I love only black women. I don't even know how to be any other way. And it's natural to me, it's breathing. It's very easy for me to want to be with black women and love black women. Why do you suppose I'm like that and these guys are not like that?
Oh wow. Do you know the reason why you are like that? Because you
Mm,
have been trained from the womb.
mm.
And your mama and
Explain
your
that.
father,
Uh-huh.
your mama and your father were a good couples who train you very well, and they teach you how to be with black women, how to protect
Mm,
your children, how to protect your wife, how to care. So you learn all these things, you protect your children, you care for black women. That is why you have a big
mm,
love for the women. And let me tell you something that they knew these men that also that they don't care, they don't protect the black women, is that they don't
mm,
have this treatment. They are not being trained from the womb
mm.
because they've grown up seeing only women being with them. So they're blaming the women for everything that is the women who sacked their fathers from the house. So they're blaming the women that it's my mama fault. That's why I did not see my
Mm-hmm.
daddy. That's why they don't protect any women at all because they have not been trained very well. But you've been trained from the womb before you were born.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it's just so natural to me. Like, I don't even want any other one. Well, I don't even know how to think. Like, I can't even get my mind to even look at other women like that. I mean, I see other women, but I wouldn't. The only woman I want as a wife is a black woman. That's the only. I mean, I don't even understand these guys. Like, man, what you doing with a white woman? Okay, if you're going outside your race, that's one thing. But a white woman, not a white woman. I mean,
Right.
as much destruction has they brought to our race and murdered our children out of jealousy and hatred, and that's who you go with. I mean, you can't find a Haitian woman or Jamaican woman or at least keep it black, an African woman. I mean, no one is going to say anything to you if you go with an African woman. That's the original woman. Matter of fact, people are going to praise you for marrying an African woman because that's
Right.
that's the mother of civilization. So you can't get any blacker than that. But why a white woman? I can't. I don't understand that logic.
Do
A
you know
white
why they're
woman?
following white women? Do you know the reason
Uh,
why they're following white women? They're chasing
uh.
them because they don't want to work. And they want to know that white women will pay for everything. And they can be in the room playing video games without working. Yeah. And black women, we are not doing that.
Right, right.
We are not going to work for you.
A paid matriarchy, right? We're the matriarchy. Hello? Oh, what
Yes, I'm
happened?
here.
Okay.
Yeah. And we black women are not doing that. So that's why they said,
Hmm.
oh, we don't want black women. We have to go for white women because white women are the good people, are the one that they can be with us. You lie.
And the white woman want to pay
White women
buy the
doesn't
place.
even like you. They don't love you.
But they. Well, you know what?
Yeah, me,
They
I
try to
see
get.
every man that
Uh,
I see
hold on one
every
second, there,
man that
Abby.
promotes. Okay.
Hold on. Dame, come in here real quick.
Yes.
Are we having trouble? Are you listening? Is it me or her? Do
No.
you hear
Okay.
anything from her?
Max. She's on like a 3 to 5 second delay. You saw how long it took her to
Oh,
stop. So when she hears you, it's 3 to 5 seconds after you said.
okay, got it, got it,
So if
got it.
you say
I
something
figured.
short, can you? Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, okay, got it, got it, got it. Okay,
Mhm.
thanks, Dan.
All right.
Okay, okay, yeah. Okay,
Mhm.
Abby, we back. Okay, now
Okay.
let me ask you this. Okay, now you're saying the guys they just want to be boys because the white woman is going to take care of them and buy them video games and treat them like a child, and the black woman is not going to do that. The black woman wants them to be a man. So you're saying this is what's also causing the hatred that they have for black women.
E- Exactly. For me, that's how I say it. I
Hmm.
say because they get hatred because of these things. That white or black women are not doing that. And we cannot doing that because whilst we have you being a man, you have to fight for us, you have to protect us, and you are not doing it. So why else should we be spending our money on you? We can't do that.
Hmm. So
Because
let me
white
ask you
women
this.
know they don't know.
Hello.
Okay, I'm here. I'm listening.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get used to the 5 second delay. I keep mistiming it. All right, listen. Okay, let me ask you this question here. Okay, going back to the comparison to the ancestors, right? Over here in
Okay.
Black America, you have some black men who take pride in teaching young black men how to just sleep with women, one woman after another, never committing, never loving the woman, just using her for sex. And they teach them that and they're proud of that. And the ancestors, do they have those kind of men? Do the ancestors allow men to teach young men to just sleep with women, don't love them, and don't take care of their children?
Never. You are not going to get it in the ancestors' places because the the leaders or the grown-up people or the ancestors teach these young boys how to be with the black women, how to
Mm-hmm.
love, not just having a sex and leave the woman. They teach them
Uh,
that hey, when you have a sex with a woman, you have to love this woman because she might be your future wife. She might be with you or the rest of your life with your children. So you have
mm-hmm.
to love. You don't need to leave him. Her. You need to love her. That's what they promote. They are promoting the love of the black men and the black women in the ancestors. So I don't know where they find that one to.
You know, some of the black men had some of the ancestral teachings from, the older black men from my generation. My father had some of the ancestral teachings because he used to tell my brothers, right, that if you get a woman pregnant, You're going to take care of the baby and you're going to marry her. That's what he would say. And a
Right.
lot of fathers back then had some of them ancestral teachings. Okay, and they will tell, if you go out and you get a woman pregnant, you're marrying her and you're taking care of that child. You're going to get a job. You're going to be a man. That's what the fathers taught the young boys back then. So if you weren't prepared as a man to have a child, then you didn't go out and sleep around. So they did have some of the ancestral teachings back in the 60s. I remember that. But today I don't see any ancestral teachings anywhere. I don't know what the hell they're teaching, what they're doing today. These men are so screwed up. I don't know what's going on. But I know back in the 60s there was some of our ancestors' teachings. Because the
Right.
fathers, yeah. 'Cause my father had some. My father was a big African centric black man. He was huge on Africa. Knew every country in Africa. Studied. He could speak. I forgot what language he could speak. He spoke the language very fluently that they speak in Senegal. Okay, because he had a lot of people over there, and he was real big on Africa. He even went to Africa several times. Um, and so okay, so let's get to this part right here. Is it time for
Yeah, bro.
Africa?
You see one thing that,
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
okay, you see one thing that we are saying it over here. When you look at the 60s, the children on from 60s coming, look at how they behave. Look at how they treat
Right,
women. Look at how they
right,
be with their children. We don't
right,
have it this now.
right. Because like I said back then, the further you go back, the closer you're going to get to the ancestral teachings. They managed to have some, okay, because the 50s, the 60s, there was some ancestral teachers going on back then. I remember. My father was, and you know what? And then black men back then, they traveled to Africa to try to learn the culture, and they would bring some things back to America that they learned, from spending time in Africa. So a lot of black men back in the 60s, they traveled to Africa to try to learn the culture. My father, he'd been to Africa several times, and he brought back some teachings to his family. You know, so now let me ask you: is it time? Has Africa seen enough from its wayward children? Is it time for Africa to step in and intervene over here in America to save Black America?
Exactly right. African needs to get in to save Black Americans because now Black Americans are collapsing, and
Mm-hmm.
we are the final solution. We are the people. We can save them. Now we have to go to their wood. We have to go to American Black wood to save them.
Mm-hmm.
Feed them the culture. Let them learn what we use in the olden days as the ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them the how to wear our clothing. Teach them how to speak our languages. When we start all these things, teaching them the culture, let them know the festival that we celebrate. See, I tell you, Black Americans are going to rise up again, and they are going to
Uh-huh.
be with their women and their children very well. They are going to save them because they have learned something from the African. But when we go and we leave them alone without going closer to them, without teaching them what we learned over here, we don't bring it to the Black communities wood. I tell you, we will still have black Americans collapsing all the time. And we're going to have these weak men who are in the black American community killing ourselves. So
Okay,
when people,
okay. Hold on. Let me jump in with this. Okay. Now, some African Americans are going to say that, hey, wait a minute, you've been living over here with us for decades. We have a large population. Actually, the Ghanaian population right now is the fastest growing African population in America. So you have Ghanaians over here. The Ethiopians were over here for a long time. The Nigerians as well. Togo, the French speaking Africans, they've been over here for a long time. And they won't even connect with us. Why is it that our ancestral brothers and sisters are living here in this country with us, but won't do anything to connect with us? Why is that?
okay, I see those people over there that they are not connecting with you. I see them also having this weak mentality and they are evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because if your brother have get missing, your sister have get missing, your father, your uncle for so many years, and you have met them, what will you do? You grab them into your hand, shake them,
Mm-hmm.
let them know you are around, and you want
Mm-hmm.
them back home. You want to take them wherever they are. You want to send them back home. See, I wish people when Africans that they live in America start doing these things to black Americans over there. I tell you, every black Americans are going to be happy and they're going to learn something from them.
Mm-hmm. You know something? Okay, you and I were having a conversation in the E Nation server in the back chat. And you said something that I thought was extremely powerful. It blew my mind. Okay. And we're going to bring it out to
Okay.
people. Abby said something to me that really knocked me for a loop. When she talked about how the mentality that Africans have towards America, not Black Americans, but towards America, they just come to America and use America for money, and then they go back home. They make the money and they take the money back home where they have peace of mind. Let me say that one more time. She told me that
Right.
Africans see America this way. They just come to America, use America for money, and then take the money back home where they have peace of mind. So that tells me that they don't even see. Now, these are the original people. We all know that Africa is the healthiest continent in the whole world. There's no place healthier than Africa. Africa feeds the rest of the world. That's why nobody will ever dare to declare war on Africa, right? They'll try to do some shady stuff from
Right.
within, but nobody will ever try to bomb Africa or whatever, because the world will converge on you if you do, because Africa is the light of the world. Okay, everybody get resources from Africa. Africa feeds everybody, and it's the most healthiest place on earth. So the Africans, the original people, they don't even see America as a place to live, as a viable place to live, even a healthy place to live, or a healthy environment. They don't see it as some place you should live. They see it as some place you should use to get your money and then go back to your home country, your home continent, where your ancestors are from, connect with your people, and get peace of mind. That's powerful, isn't it? I mean, when she said that to me, it really made me think like, man, we've been living in this country all our lives, and what do we have to show for it? Many of us sick, We're losing our minds. Me and Dane was just looking at this young sister who went crazy in her own house and murdered her daughter, stabbed her 30 times because she was shot up on drugs. That's another thing. The school pipeline system is nothing but a underground pharmacist where they experiment on our kids with different drugs that cause all kinds of psychological behavior, especially violent psychological behavior. And when these kids get these drugs, it causes psychological damage over time, DOT. And by the time they're 20, 25, they're wigging out and nobody understands why. Because they got psychological brain damage. This girl she had a psychotic break out of nowhere. The mental illness is crazy with us right now. And many of us got diseases, we're sick all the time, we're hurting, we're broken down. And I talk to people who went to Africa. One brother told me 2 hours after he got there, he started feeling better. Just breathing the air, walking around breathing the air, he started feeling better. He never came back to America. He became fully healthy. All his aches and pains are gone. He's been living in Africa now for about 15, 20 years. All his aches and pains are gone. His body don't hurt anymore. He's not sick. He's strong. He never came back to America. And I've heard different stories about things like that. They said as soon as you get there, just the oxygen alone is different. You start breathing that healthy oxygen, it's going to start making you feel better. And so, Abby, is America a healthy place for Black Americans? Should Black Americans just do what the Africans do, use America for money, and then come and build a home in Africa?
Right, exactly. I think Black Americans needs to use America for money and come and build a home in Africa to live with their family.
Hmm.
Because I see America being unhealthy. They don't have any healthy things. But when you come to Africa, we have healthy. Even our leaves, our food are very healthy. So for me, I wish like all Americans can use America, but all Black Americans can use America for money, and then they will bring it back home to Africa to establish their businesses, uh, build a mansions in Africa to live with their family, where they can have their peace of mind, where they can have contact with the police. They can laugh with anybody. They can smile with anybody. They can be happy with anyone. And you are not going to be in racism or anything. You can have fun wherever you find yourself because you know you are with only Black people.
Mm. Did she get cut off?
I'm here, yeah. I'm here.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay, okay. All right, so you're saying that Black Americans should just use America for money, then come to Africa, build a home there, and get peace of mind and learn how to live and become healthy. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I've talked to people who've been to Africa. They said just breathing the air will start to change your body. They said some of them said the air is so healthy, it almost has a smell to it, a fresh smell to it. They said there's no smog anywhere, there's no pollution. The trees are like super green. He said the water is crystal clear in a lot of places. You know, people just go out there and sit around and just breathe and get healthy. I've talked to some people, and a lot of people I
Yeah,
know that went there, they never came back. They said, "Fuck it." They fell in love with it. They fell
yeah,
in love with
because
Africa
we don't.
like immediately. Like, with uh huh. Get
Yes, because we don't have these chemicals which have been polluting the air all the time.
right,
We doesn't have any machines who disturbs your brain, who disturb your ears.
right.
All thing we have, yeah, we don't have any sound walking around. No,
That's why.
no,
But you
and
see,
the
that's why
air
you
is very clean.
right. But you know what? That's what you and I was talking before. Remember, I told you why it's so easy for y'all to learn languages, right? Because y'all can hear very well. Your hearing isn't damaged like ours. Part of learning
Right,
language, people, is the ability to hear. Africans learn languages with ease because their hearing isn't damaged like ours. So they can hear what's being said very clearly and they can repeat what they said. It's easier for them to learn different languages than it is for us because their hearing isn't impaired like ours. Like she said, they don't have stuff
right.
rumbling and bumbling over there all the time, giving you tinnitus and all that in your ear, that ringing in your ear. They don't have none of that. So, and okay, so now you're saying that it's time for the Africans to come to help us. Now, my question to you, brothers and sisters who are listening, will you accept the help from the motherland? I mean, feel how you want to feel. At the end of the day, we are their children, whether we like it or not. It is where we come from. It is where our ancestors come from. They gave birth to our ancestors, who in turn gave birth to us. So that makes us all connected. Whether we like it or not, there's African blood running through our veins. So that country, we have every much a right to it as they do. So is it time to go back home? Is it time to accept? Are we willing to accept the proper teachings from our African brothers and sisters? If they're willing to come in here and teach us the way of the African, teach us who we really are. Are we ready to accept that? Are we willing to accept that? Are we ready to give up all of this shit here in America and go learn how to be who we really are? Regain the knowledge of our languages, regain the knowledge of our culture, become who we really are. Are we ready to give up the PlayStations and the Xboxes and candy and swirling and, sitcoms, TV shows, clubs? Because that's not who we are. That's what we became because we live here in this country. But that's not who we really are. So are you ready to leave all that behind to become who you really are? What do you think, Abby? You think they're ready? I think Abby is frozen. Dame, is she frozen? Am I frozen?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear me.
Um,
Hello.
No, okay.
delay,
Right.
delay. Count to 5.
Okay, well, that was a long delay. Okay. So did you hear what I said, Abby? Do you think they're ready? Do you think that they're ready to be who
Yeah,
they
I think
really
they are
are?
ready. Yeah, I think they are ready to be who they want to be, who they are. And I wish, for me, like my wishes is that black American need to understand something. One, you are in you are in America, but you doesn't belong there. That is where you were born, but that is not your home. Your motherland is Africa. So if you have something to fight, come and fight for Africa. Come and fight in Africa and take what belongs to you from these evil people who have taken everything from you. That's what me I'll tell them. Come and fight. Whatever you know it belongs to you, come take it. Don't let it go that way.
All right, and with that being said, Dame, it's time to drop the link. We're going to drop the link for a little bit. If you want to come up here and conversate with the Thunder Princess, feel free. If you have questions, feel free. You know, we're going to sit up here for a little while longer and entertain guests if you decide to come on up. Today's show was brought to you by the Ebony Star Network and the E Nation, produced by Dame Frankie, hosted by the Thunder Princess Ebony Abeko, and co-host me, the Black Knight. Like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to support the channel. Help us help our people. So while we wait to see if anyone's going to come up. So, you know, great show again, Thunder Princess. Always a pleasure talking to you, you know. Sometimes I get goosebumps knowing that I'm talking to the original woman. It's you know, she's become my teacher too, people, and she's younger than me. She's young enough to be my daughter, but she's been teaching me a lot of things about Africa, about our culture, and it's been a joy learning from her. I've even learned a few words in tree. Boo tutu. Now let me stop. I'm not gonna do the boo tutu.
No, today no boo tutu. Today no boo tutu.
Boo tutu. Okay, but yeah. So you know, when you really get to talk with Africans and you really sit down and have a conversation with them, you'll find that we are a lot like them. They're definitely our people. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. We are definitely a lot like them. We are just tainted. We are injured versions of Africans. We've been injured. You know, we are hurt. We've been injured. We're not like, we're not unscathed like them. We've been brutalized, you know, so we've been traumatized. We're traumatized Africans, you know, and we've been taken away, far away from the nest, far away from the homeland. And we've been brutalized and traumatized. But when you sit down and you talk to these brothers and sisters, man, we are a lot like them, I'm telling you. We're a lot like them. You have to have a conversation with them. You know, don't just pass by and say, hey, how you doing? You got to sit down and talk to them. Really have, you know, deep discussions with them. Talk to them about your life. Talk to them about work. Talk to them about things. And then you start to see and hear how we are definitely a part of them. And we do come from them. And then you hear how they really feel about things. You know, a lot of them are upset that certain things have happened to us. Some of them are mad because they haven't spent time with us. Some of them are angry because our culture has been taken from us. So, you know, you find these things out if you talk to them. So if you know some Africans and you're friends with them, just start talking to them. Have conversations with them. You'd be surprised how they respond. Because I talk to Abby almost every day, man, that we have great discussions about America, myself. I didn't even know I was trained for the movie. She's the one that told me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's definitely a joyous thing to get to know them. You know, I used to have a lot of hatred in my heart for Africans. I don't anymore. It's like hating myself. So
Right.
we just got to find a way to connect and overcome this monster that's trying to destroy all of us. What do you say, Abby?
Yeah. Okay, that is true. But you know one thing that I need to add it to this one is that when you find yourself anywhere, any social media, you find someone who said, I'm from Africa, any country, any part of Africa, just talk to her, talk to him, ask her questions. Tell her you want to know what is going on in Africa, particularly. Let her teach you some of the things that you don't know. So when you know everything and you become well educated or wealthy educated, now you are right to go anywhere you want to go. You are right to move and you don't have any problem with anyone. Some people are trying to say Africa is this. It's true. They have been in Africa. But let me tell you something. We are not 100% pure. No
Mm-hmm.
one is perfect on this world. You have
Mm-hmm.
the good ones, you have the bad ones. So you have to be
Mm-hmm.
vigilant of the person that you are talking to, the person you make a friend with,
Mm-hmm.
and how can which thoughts that the person have been giving it to you. Those are some of the things that you need to understand very well. But Africans have widely opened their arms to welcome you, brothers and sisters from America. They are widely opened their arms to
Mm-hmm.
grab you and hold you and give you a kiss on your cheek, say
Mm-hmm.
welcome back home. That's what
Mm-hmm.
we are looking for.
I can't wait because I told you I'm planning on hopefully by the end of the year, if not early next year, I will be making a trip to Africa and I'm going straight to Ghana and I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm going there to learn. I'm going there to get healthy. I'm going there to be a student. I want to learn everything. I want to see everything. I was telling Abby, I'm just coming as a pretty much a child. I want to learn. I'm coming in as like a childlike mind. I want to soak up all of the information. I
Yeah,
want to see
because
everything. Uh huh.
right, because see, let me tell you something. You might know everything in America, but
Hmm.
when you come to Africa, you know nothing. You
Nothing.
are you are like a child who is in school trying to learn
Right.
something in school. So
Right.
you have to bow yourself and keep quiet and learn everything gradually by
Uh,
gradually. So when you start picking everything and you knew it, now you can move on in your life. People come here because they don't understand. When you teach them, they don't want to learn. They are the people complain, say a whole lot of shit on Ghana or Africa.
well, well, my thing about that is this here, right? Okay, an American don't have any business talking shit about no country. Okay, let's just get that out there. Okay, let's not act like this country have has treated us with the utmost respect. Let's act like this country isn't dangerous as well. Let's not act like our people don't die in this country, or our people don't get robbed in this country, or our people don't get shystered in this country, or our people don't get lynched in this country, or shot by the police in this country. Let's not give people our ass to kiss now. Okay, we don't have any room to talk about anybody else's country. Okay, so there's good and bad in whatever country you go to. You know, when I traveled to Japan, there's bad places in Japan, believe it or not. There's bad places in Singapore. There's bad places every damn where. But if you just going to travel and worry about the bad places, then you'll never travel anywhere. You'll never learn anything. You'll never grow. You'll never strengthen the culture of yourself. Nothing. Just stay a shut in. Everywhere you go, there's going to be danger. Everywhere you go, there's going to be bad elements. I don't focus on that. When I go places, I'm not looking to go to the bad places. I want to go to the good places. The hell with the bad places. I already know what they're about. I got plenty of bad places here in America. If you've seen one bad place, you've seen them all. What the hell I need to go spend money to go to another country just to go to their bad place? Not doing that. No, I'm paying my money to go to the good places. I don't give a damn about the bad. I'm not interested in the bad places. Okay? I think we need to cut that out. You know, some people try to use that to badmouth Africa. Oh, don't go to Africa because they got some bad shit going on over there. Everybody
Right.
got bad shit going on. We can say the same thing to people coming here. Hey, don't come to America. America got some bad shit going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
yeah,
we be hearing it that they say when you come back to America, if you're not lucky, you're gonna be shot, you're gonna be this. But people
yeah,
still go to America because if you're not making any harm or if you're not making any trouble, who's gonna shoot you? No one.
all right.
Assuming I come to America to learn, be a humble person, and I'm trying to learn something that I don't know, I keep quiet, I obey the people I'm working with, I'm not gonna get any problems. But if I doesn't obey anyone, that is where I'm gonna be in problems.
Right. And then,
Because
I'm sorry. And then on top of that, stay away from the bad. What the hell you going to the bad areas for?
right,
It's like you buy a ticket to go to another country. You say, hey, where you want to go? Hey, I want to go to the bad place. Nobody's doing that. My thing is, if you don't want to go somewhere, keep that to yourself. Don't try to discourage other people from going. I hate when people do that because they don't want to go. They want to try to discourage other people from going. They
right,
want to try to scare everybody. Oh, I heard they did this here. I heard they did that.
right, right. They do to scare anybody, and they don't want you to come and learn what you're supposed to know. For me, I don't want like I wish like if they come in, everybody should come around and learn something and go back. Nobody is forcing anybody to stay in Africa. But come and learn something. Come and learn what you have mixed for so many years. So when you come and learn, and now you know you are better to stay in Africa, you buy your land, you build your house, or you get your house over here to stay. That is fine. If you want to go back to America and stay there, that is you. No one can force you to stay in Africa. But just that come and learn something so that you can go and teach your children, your great great grandchildren you are giving birth with, for them to learn something. Because they don't know anything now. They don't know anything about the festival we celebrate, about our ancestors, how we greet, how we talk. They knew nothing. So this is the right time you can bring your children to come and learn something and let them go back to America. It's very nice.
Remember when we was watching that fool talk about Africa have mud huts. And the
Right.
African people live in mud huts. Man, this nigga's stupid, man. Have y'all seen Africa, bro?
Hmm. Yeah. We have some cities in Africa here. If you're not very careful, somebody might tell you this city is like America.
Mm-hmm.
Some part of America. I told you. Even
Let
when
me
you
see,
come
like,
back to Accra alone,
mm-hmm.
Accra alone, some of the cities in Accra alone, if you're not lucky, they will tell you, oh, it's some cities in America.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what they
pride.
used to tell you so that you cannot come back home. You cannot come
Mhm.
closer to your people because they know when you come closer, you're going to fix the
Mhm.
ancestors' country, you're going to fix Africa. And they know everybody is going to run back home. And that's the reason why they don't want you to connect with us. And they don't want us to also to connect with you because they knew it. They know when we talk, you're going to listen to us. When you also talk, we're going to listen to you because you have been with them for so many years, a long time. And we
Right,
doesn't know them, but you know them.
right. I was telling you that in the back chat, right? You need to get them out of your country before they screw it up. 'Cause
Right.
that's what they're there for. They're not there for anything other than to screw your country up. They don't have no good intentions. Don't believe nothing they say. Not one word. They are not there to help you. I don't care what they're telling you. They are not there to help you. They are there to tear your country apart. They're there to ruin your lives. That's what they do. All right. Has anybody taken a link? We have a guest up here yet? Dame.
No.
See if we can get Dame
Somebody
up here
has
real
a
quick.
question, but they don't have a mic.
All right. Well, what's the question?
Can you bring this question? Oh, to Abner. How can African women relate to Black American women, vice versa, better? Thanks. She said,
And we
"How
got the
Can you
can?"
question.
please can you please repeat the question again?
Okay, she wants to know how African women can relate to Black American women, and the reverse. How can Black women relate to African women?
Excuse me.
Okay. I think that how they're going to relate to African black women and then American black women is that you see the way we do the collaboration with ourselves. When you meet somebody, like okay, for instance, me example, I've been with a friend with an American woman, more than three of them, and I teach them. I tell them who I am. I tell them anything about Africa, what they're supposed to know, and what I knew. That's what I told them. So I think when you come to closer like someone like me, you are free to learn a lot. And you are also free to teach me what I don't know in America. And I think that will help us to collaborate with our sisters or our women in Africa.
Okay. She said, I disagree, Miss Abner. Not, I said definitely agree with Miss Abner. Not majority do. The common experience with them here in California. Oh, she's responding to something you said earlier.
Oh, okay.
hmm To what you had said earlier before we got to our question.
Oh, okay. Right. So, okay. Okay. I don't know what I don't know what maybe he disagrees, but it's good because he have his own understanding and he have his own um
Okay. Well, what if you run into African women that are rude or yeah, they rude, when you try to talk to them. Or they
okay. The rules that we have here is not like okay when you come to Africa, we don't have any much rule. Only thing that we have is like the way they call you, or brody that you don't like. Definitely somebody might call you. Some people call you Akachi. Akachi is the same like Obroni. And I've already been saying those words to people that don't let that Obroni or Akachi offend you because they are trying to call you because of that, because of the money you are having. They are not calling you because of you are a white person. No, you are not white. Even the white one, the white people, we don't call them Obroni. So don't let those things be offended you. I know people being offended by calling them names Obroni, but you need to understand and learn. Like the way when we also come back to America, the way they have names for us over there. You need to understand. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here's a response to your question about how the African women and black women can get to know each other. She goes, "Thanks, love. I was having a chat conversation regarding sisters not from America talking about my skin tone and facial features, calling us mixed here from America."
Okay. Yeah, we do call, but you know we have um a lot of people who have never been to school before. So for them, they think, okay, because we are from America, they can call you Obroni. That's the reason why they call you. But for me, I don't call them Obroni. I call them Black Americans. And sometimes I used to call them my sisters or my brothers. So some of them who doesn't know, that's why they call you Obroni. But now we are trying to teach them that hey, they are not Obroni. They are our sisters, our brothers. So you can call them sisters or brothers or Black American. That is the same one.
All right, but she's not talking about those words. She's saying that whenever when she talks to sisters, black people that's not from America, or Africans that might come here, or they talk about her skin tone and her facial features, calling us mixed here from America.
You said they've been buying skin tones.
Yeah, they commented on her skin tone and her facial features and saying that she's
Okay,
mixed.
okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Those
I would say the reason why they are coming for skin tones and future faces, like example, I might say something like example, when you go to Nigeria, a lot of Nigerian people are those people who teach. Let me say example like Nigeria teach Ghanaians how to bleach or how to use skin tones, creams, and facial those things. It's Nigerian who teach us because of what they've been doing. Because for them, they bow for white people. So they want to be like a white person. That's why now we have more people are turning them skin color to white person skin color.
So you saying that when these Africans see Black Americans and they talk about our skin tone and they think because of our skin tone is natural, not from bleaching, that we got to be a mixed blood if we got the skin tone that they desire or the lighter skin tone.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
because your skin tone is naturally. You did not breach it. You were born into it.
Hmm. And the
Yeah.
only ones who know that looks like that are mixed from their
Right.
experience.
Yeah.
Oh, hmm. Okay.
So that's why.
Uh,
Yeah. So that's why they come there for facial things and they have for cream. They want their skin to be like you.
yeah. And okay, yeah, I ran into some Africans. They saw my friend Mary. She's like she's like Lucy.
Oh, okay.
Actually, maybe a little lighter than Lucy. and her features are not, you know, um, totally black. But anyway, so
But
I'm
you know,
talking to her, and
see,
a couple of African Ethiopians I know asked me if she was mixed, and I was like,
right.
no, her parents are black.
But see, I have one little girl in where firstly I used to stay. The
Hmm.
girl was very, very fair. If you don't know, somebody can tell you this girl is a white person, but
Hmm.
she's not. Her
Hmm.
father and her mother is very dark. But when
Wow.
you see this young girl, she's very fair. Even Lucy know that girl. Lucy have been saying, "Oh, my Obroni," and I said, "You see, we don't call that girl Obroni because she was born in Africa.
Hmm.
You see the reason why sometimes I said it's not by your skin color. My own sister, when you see my own sister, she's very fair than Lucy, but she have never been called Obroni.
Mm. Okay, so brownie has nothing to do with the skin. It depends on if you're Ghanaian. Sounds like if you're a
Right,
Ghanaian citizen, you don't get called that. But if you're
right,
not, you get called that. Okay.
right,
Okay. Okay. Somebody else said Avana is the exception. I think most African hate us or look down on us because they are here in America treating us bad. So what can we expect if we go there?
right. Brother or sister, I agree with you, but let me tell you something that which is going on. The people who are there, they are selfish. They are, I would say that they are selfish because they are there to look for their money alone, but they are not there to create a black love between our sisters or black people who they are in America and they have met them. I think they are there for their money alone, how to make money, but not caring about you.
Okay.
So, bro, don't think that nobody cares about you. We care. We that we are in Africa, we love to see you. We love to meet you. We love to hold you, to hug you. See, that's why I mean, I don't. If you suppose say that they are in America and they are not trying to be with you, they're not trying to talk to you. I said, forget them. Come to Africa. We are ready to talk to you.
Yeah. 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 But, and yeah. So you can't. Okay, we shouldn't judge a whole country, a whole country, or in some instance the whole continent by the few people that are in the that few Africans that's in the United States. I've known some unfriendly ones and I've known some friendly ones. I know some that's reserved. You know, they don't really say too much because they don't know you. It might take a while before they loosen up around you and start having a conversation. And they not used to our nosiness because I work with one. And I'd be like, "Hi, how you doing? Is that your kids over there?" And it'd be like, "Yeah," and it'd be looking at me like a little funny that I'd be all in his business like that, and we barely know each other. Hmm. Hmm.
Dim, do we have some questions over there again?
Okay, okay, okay. Honey Spice,
Check.
she's just making observation. She's going. It's interesting the different perspectives on identity by region, etc. I'm honey
Hey,
complected, and here in America, I'm black. To some of the
so
non-black beings, mixed. They think she's mixed. Interesting conversation.
hey, I saw something in the chat about that dude Ron. Somebody asked a question.
Okay.
Uh-huh,
Say
that's
that.
what I'm asking.
Oh, that guy Ron was from Nigeria, And I think the Black American woman, and thinks the Black American woman is the worst on this planet, and he here in
Who is
America.
saying who is
That
saying
Ron,
that?
okay, Pure Intentions talking about that Ron guy, that Nigerian called Ron that came on.
Yeah, Princess, I was trying to get a hold of you, but you were unavailable. But he was on the panel the other day. He's Nigerian, okay?
Oh,
And he's 32. He's 32
okay.
years old. He never had a
Yeah,
girlfriend.
this boy, yeah. Oh, you never have a boy girlfriend, and you are talking about his Black Americans women are very worst on this world. You never even dated before. You never been with a woman before.
Uh,
So how can you feel? How can you have passion for women? And you talking about black women?
yeah.
I know Nigerians falling shit on women, falling shit on everybody because they bow and they kisses white people's shoes.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't pretty much like it. I haven't met a Nigerian yet that I like, except for maybe Lade. That's the
Right.
only one.
Because see, Nigerians, they are the same when you come to Africa, even Ghana where I'm staying now. When you come to Ghana, Nigerians have a bad name in Ghana.
Hmm.
Everywhere you go, you hear Nigerians' name.
Hmm.
Even though we have the good ones, but they've been doing the bad things more than the good things.
Right.
You say you are 32, you never dated before. You never have a girlfriend before. 32.
No.
So okay, if you're not having a girlfriend, what do you have? That means you open your nyash for men to, you being a gay or you being who? You need to tell us. So how can you control or how can you be? There are the
And you
people when
know,
they have sex.
and he don't even have any personal experience. He's just reading something that someone said. He said the data shows that black women are the worst mother. He's never had any personal experience with that himself, though.
You can
You
never
know, he
say
said,
that.
and then he even said his own mother was a good black woman.
Look at this. You praising your mother, but you say other black women are most worst. Why? Then your mother also is included. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
praise your mother because your mama is a black woman. So if you are talking about the West women and you say black women, your mother is included. You cannot praise your mama. Never. I think black women, we need to stand up and fight for ourselves because how the men have been some of the men have been treating us, the manosphere, the gay, the system, the way they've been treating us. I hate it. See, we are the same people which we give birth to you, and now you rather turn back on us. Assuming your mama did not give birth to you and your mama aborted you, will you have say it was my mother's fault that I was giving birth? Why don't you blame your father who wasn't around to help your mama to take care of you?
Mm.
Why you wasn't blaming your father? Because your father's supposed to be around, but he did not. He don't want to be a good father for you. So if your mama is trying his best to make you who you are, to make you a man, now you turn your back and say, my mama is the most worst woman on this earth. What are you trying to tell us? Yeah, you have nothing to tell us as a black woman. I wish one thing that I also planning that if God willing or I have this opportunity to talk to Black Americans and then Africans, I'll connect the Africans men should go and marry Black American women, and then Black American men should come back and marry African women. That is going to make the connection good contact, and we're going to create ourselves because when we get this kind of relationship, now you'll be married to your ancestors. So you have one of the ancestors and one of your children who have got missing. So you're going to create this big love in between the two of you, so that they'll stop blaming Black American women. I hate it. The way they blaming that is Black American women's fault. It's their fault that we are here now. It's their fault they be too. Why? What do you want them to do? They are just a women and they are trying their best to be doing protecting you. Look at how your mama will pregnant you a whole big 9 months, carrying you in her tummy, walk you around. That time, where is your father? Did your father carry some of the tummy? No. So you even have to appreciate your mama, because if your mama was carrying you in her womb, he carried the pains. He carried the pains. You did not see all these pains because you be in manosphere. We need to build ourselves. See, we need to build ourselves as a Black people. We shouldn't give this manosphere chance. We shouldn't give those Sicilian chance to run over us, to take what belongs to us. We cannot allow them to take anything from us.
Okay. Pure intention
Yeah,
says, I
because
agree with that. Oh, sorry.
okay, no, go
She says
ahead.
she. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. I'll get back to it later.
Okay, yeah, yeah, because when we start getting married to ourselves, see this manosphere and then the CCBN that they been promoting this young boys, they been polluting their mind that hey, Black women are our faults. Black women are those people who makes us who we are today. When you start building, when you start getting married in Africa, these systems are going to change. They are going to change. When Black women start marrying an African man, these systems are going to change. They are not going to blame you again, because when you marry an African man, they are going to hold you like an egg in their hand. Look at how they treat you. They respect you and they care and they love you. So if the Black American man don't want you and they calling you names, my sister, my lovely ones, I tell you, forget them. Come to Africa and marry African men. Let the women also in Africa go and marry Black American men who are in America, so that this comparison is going to be an end, so that they will not be calling you names. That names that they've been calling us, it has been a long time, and we need to stop it.
So what was the question that Pure Intentions had, Dane?
Them is not
No,
here.
she
Okay.
okay, she's saying, I agree with that concept, Abner, because I was once engaged to a man from Ghana, and he is a great man.
Right. right? Because it looks like now, Black American men, some of them are calling black women in American names too much. So me, I wish to tell Black American women in America to come back to Africa, come home, marry to your men, marry to your ancestors, and learn their culture. Be free. Leave this system, leave this manosphere, man, who don't want to teach your young boys anything, but trying to teach them how to be a
Gay,
manosphere or a gay person.
gay. Teach them how to be gay.
Yeah, yeah, they are trying to teach these boys to be gay.
Yeah.
Look at what they're teaching your boys. Bring your children, bring your family to Africa. Teach them how to behave, how to talk, how to greet. These are some of the things that your children need. When you are not there, your children have all the knowledge. So when these men start to give this book to their children, or they start giving this, they selling this book on social media for your children to buy. When your children see it, they will disagree because they have already learned and they knew what is going on. Look at what Kevin Sam is teaching these boys. Look at what he's teaching these boys. Trying to tell the boys that, hey, don't love your women, be with a man. How can a man be with a man? How? It's not going to be possible that a man is going to be with a man. Instead of you to promote black love, those are some of the things we need. Black love. How would black women and black men can be one, can be together and protect our communities? Some of these things our young children who are coming need because they don't know. But when we start promoting, I tell you, we're going to have a good boys in our communities. We're going to have a good boy in our wood. Yeah, I love to be a black person because look at what yesterday we were doing on ladies' nights. A wise woman is jealous of us. As a black woman, we need to know they be jealous of us. Whatever we have, even our shape alone is killing them. Our natural hair alone is killing them, and they cannot be like who we are. They can try to pay a huge money, take money from their husband, collapse their husband's work to be who we are, but they can't. They can never be who we are as a black women. Black women are having something great that no one can have it on this earth. We were created because we are the queen and we are born into it. We are the queens. So no one can do a comparison with the queens, the original mama, the original black women. Nobody. No one.
Okay, so black women need to be reminded that they're queens, and no matter what anybody say, they're gonna always be queen.
Exactly.
And black men need to be reminded what it is to be men. Without, society,
Yeah.
yeah. But they they gonna have to work. That laziness that they got away with in America is not gonna play in Africa.
Right.
If you're not already a hardworking man in America, you're gonna have it worse in Africa.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be a hardworking man in America, but when you come to Africa, you're gonna be maybe the lazy one in Africa.
What you mean a
Yeah.
hardworking man in America be lazy? It considered lazy in Africa? Dang.
Yeah, because what we do in Africa, hard work, that would be a lazy thing in America. I tell you. Look at something. When the Africans come back to America, look at how they work. They work like a horse.
Hmm.
Yeah, they don't have time to rest because they have been doing those things for Africa for a long time. So their system and their body have known it. That's why I said if somebody is working, a big hard worker in America, when he comes to Africa, he's going to be a lazy hard worker,
Hmm.
the lazy one in Africa.
Well, I know some of the things I was saying. I'd said, I guess I'm gonna be lazy, or I'm gonna be throwing money away, cause some stuff you wouldn't think that or y'all wouldn't pay somebody to do. Y'all would just do it yourselves. I would probably end up paying somebody to do.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so is there any more questions in the chat? Everybody had their questions in. Oh, let me put the link down again for those who might wanted to come up and ask a question. Um,
Right.
uh-huh.
Come on the panel so that we talk, sisters, brothers. Come here, we have fun over here, and we promote black love. You see, we are promoting this time we are promoting Black American love, and then the ancestors love. That's what we are promoting now. We want to promote how the Black Americans will love their ancestors and how the ancestors is going to love the Black Americans, because the Black Americans are our children, and we cannot leave our children to fall down.
Hmm.
We cannot leave our children. We have to protect them. So that's why we, the ancestors, we want to protect our children who is in America. That is the black children. Black Americans, they are our children, and they have been getting missing for a while, for a whole years, almost over 100, almost over 200 years or 400 years now. And now we have found out. We are looking for them. We want to hug them, we want to love them like the way we love our ancestors, we which we have been with them in Africa for a long time. We don't want them to go away. We don't want to miss them. We want to grab them, hold their hands, and kiss them on their cheek. Yeah, I can't wait to hug Black American from America. I can't wait to see one
Hmm.
that I can hug, because yeah, I always wish to be with them. I always wish to be with Black Americans, because what the history that I listened or I have seen makes me knows that okay, Black Americans are our children, our children that we give birth with. But these evil people use their power to take them from our hand. But still we have them. So we have to go and take what belongs to us back. Black children in America belongs to us. We have to go and take them. We don't need to leave them. But these evil men, they using them, using our children for sacrifice, killing our children. eating our children, eating our women, our babies, giving our babies to alligator to eat. We can. Now it's over. We are here to save you. We are here to protect you. So we're promoting the love. That is the most important thing. The love is important. When we have the love, we can be with anyone. It's a black people. But when you don't have the love, we cannot create or we cannot build our communities. Because the boys that they are coming or the young girls that they are coming, black children needs the love. In the olden days, sometimes I listen to the old songs that they play. See, they're promoting love in the songs. But in our generation now, there is no promotion love in the songs. They are rather telling you something that you don't need to know. They don't tell you much about love. How we love black women, how we love black men. They don't tell you how we love black women. But in the olden days, they promote that kind of love for black women, and it's very good. So wherever you find yourself, you know you have to care. You have to love your black women. They are the most important because they are precious to us. Black women are very precious to us, unless you don't know.
Well, that's why I always play old school music because in the time that I grew up in, black love was everywhere. It was all in our music. The music had black love in it, and even as a young
Right.
man, that's all I heard. You know, these young boys today, they don't hear that. The music is all messed up. The music is about selling drugs. It's about killing. It's about homosexuality. It's anti-love for the female. They don't love the women at all. They disrespect the women in the music.
Right. Yeah, but that's not what we are here for. For when you come to Ebony Star Network, we are here to promote black love with black women and black men in between. We are here to promote those love. That's the most important thing. That's why we are here. When you come to Ebony Star Network, we don't do discrimination. All we do is care, protect our children and our women, fight for them. Okay, when you see an animal coming to your area to grab a black woman in your area, will you leave that animal to take that woman away or you protect your woman? You have to protect. Yeah, you have to protect your woman because you cannot leave your woman for the animals to chew or to grab. I hope if everybody have some questions, they can bring it so we can all help ourselves and fix the question that we need to fix ourselves, to fix what we're supposed to do, to connect ourselves to the ancestors, to connect Black Americans to the ancestors. How are we going to do to connect ourselves? If you have
Well said.
questions, come over.
All right, and with that being said, this show will be coming to an end. Dame, get the music queued up. Let me know when you got it queued up. Is she there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Team Black Star. This is our African centric show where we talk all things African and African American. We're trying to bridge the gap between our African sisters on the continent and our African brothers and sisters here in the United States. So help support the channel, like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to support. Help us help our people. This has been a broadcast of the Ebony Star Network, courtesy of the E Nation. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and supporting the channel. And with that, we'd like to say peace, power, unity. On the way out, Thunder Princess, like to say something? Abby?
Oh, peace, power, unity.
Yeah.
But don't forget, subscribe and like, share the link, share it for everybody to listen to what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need a black
too.
love. Share it. Yeah, share it on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere you find yourself as on social media. Share it. Let the world knows who we are as Ebony Star Network.
Dan, you want to say something before we get out of here?
No, thanks for coming, everybody, participating, asking questions. Never be afraid to ask questions. And yeah, pure intentions. If we go to Africa and you with us, we'll let you know so you can go with us. She wants to know when we go because she wants to hang with Ebony.
Cool. All right. Will do. All right, everybody. Peace, power, unity, and thanks for tuning in. This is Team Black Star. Dame, get us out of here.